Good morning. It is 5:31. It is the last day of the year, folks. It is December 31st. Wow, here we are at the end. I can't say that this year was bad at all. I think honestly it was one of the best years of my life. And since it is a Friday, that means it's a Fable Friday. Fable Friday is coming at you every week. Try to find a tale or a fable with a moral that I can share with you that I've come across this week. It's about the fox and the goat. One day a fox was walking in the forest and he was feeling really, really thirsty. He looks and he sees a well. And so he sees the amount of water down there. Oh, it just looks so delicious. He jumps down to the well and he starts to drink to his heart's desire. Looking up, he realizes that he can't get out. He's stuck down there. A little while later, a goat starts to walk by and looks down at the fox. And the goat too is thirsty. He says, "How's the water down there?" And instead of telling him about his dire situation, the fox looks up at the goat and he tells him, "Oh, the water is beautiful down here. It's so delicious. There's not enough water that you could ever drink enough." So the goat he can't stand, but he's got to jump into this water. He got to get some for himself. He jumps down into the well. He drinks to his heart's desire. Now he looks up too. Now he's like, "Oh man, now we're stuck." So the fox tells him about the situation that they're in and says, "Hey, Mr. Goat, this is our situation. Here's what we do. You put your legs up on the wall over here. Your two front legs. You put it up on the wall there, and I'm gonna run up your back. I'm gonna jump off your tiny little horns on top of your head, and then I'm gonna make my way out. And then when I'm up at the top, I'm gonna help you out. I'm gonna find something. I'll pull you up." So the goat, looking at his options, wholeheartedly agrees with the fox, and puts his hands, puts his paws, puts his hooves up against the wall. Fox runs up the wall, jumps off himself, propels himself up, and he gets out of the well. The fox looks down and said, "I'm sorry, I gotta go. I got things I gotta do." And the goat, so outraged by his seeing the fox not following through on the promise that he had made, gets so upset. But fox just says, "I'm too busy. I got other better things to do in my life. I'll see you around." And the fox runs away, and the goat is stuck down into the well. This is one of Aesop's fables, and it's basically about. Oh, that's the end of the fable, by the way. So I was thinking about it, and there's two lessons behind it. One is the people you get into bed with, the people that you choose to, maybe on a broader scope, the people that I choose to surround myself with, kind of jumping down the well together with them. You know, can I be confident that the people around me are the ones that are going to help me out if I fall, if I need to get out? Are they the ones that will be around me that will help me get me out? And that was one lesson. The second lesson I was thinking about, kind of like an overarching theme, is that whatever I get started, I want to make sure before I get started, not having, all the pieces figured out, but I want to learn that before I get started on something, I need to at least know how to get out of it if things turn sour. And basically that means for myself is not overcommitting myself too much to one thing or one endeavor. And with my personality, that's really who I am sometimes. I really overcommit to a lot of things because I believe in myself and that giving 100%, then if I do that, I will succeed. That's my motto I wrote down every single day of this year on my whiteboard. 365 days of this whole year is I will persist until I succeed. But sometimes you're not going to succeed, and it's just beyond your capabilities, beyond my abilities, beyond my own personal skill sets, my own personal will, if you want. And I'll give you an example from this past year. I really got into Forex. I never Forex trading markets, trading the financial institutions big banks. I never threw money at it, but I really invested a lot of my time in the beginning of this year, in January, especially January, February, March, April. And then March started, and then I really went ham on that. Learning. And at the end of the day, at the end of this year, I don't even touch the thing anymore. I look at the charts, I look at, cryptocurrencies, I'm looking at the US dollar index, and I have a better lens when I'm looking at it on the screen. But I spent a lot of time on that, and not much has come out of it yet. Who knows? I may get back into it. But that's one of those things, like I jump down this rabbit hole, this well, and then I just get stuck down there. And I need to make sure that I know when to call it quits. And it doesn't mean that it's a personal shot towards myself. And sometimes I feel like a failure because I didn't follow through, I didn't finish what I said I wanted to do. But I just look at other parts of my life and say, hey, you're still going out at 5 a.m. and you're still making your videos and you're still keeping yourself accountable. So those kind of things add confirmations to myself, casting a vote towards being a sustainable kind of person. And then the other part is thinking about who I surround my life with, and if I had to change it, do it all over again, I wouldn't change it at all, especially for 2021. I've got great people around me, people who love me, people who are supportive, and I really hope that 2022, starting tomorrow, is just an extension of 2021. I really look like that, even though the world around us this year is probably one of the worst years of people's lives. For me personally, I found a lot of time to invest into myself. Because I had so much time, I didn't waste it all. And I read a lot of books. I read at least 55 books this year. I invested time in my own spirituality. I invested time in my physical activity. And I just wish I made these videos sooner so that I can just track my progress a little bit earlier. But I started these videos sometime in April. I think April. I gotta look back at my YouTube feed, but sometime in April I think I started this. And then I joined the 5 a.m. club at February 1st, 2021. That's when I started waking up at 5 a.m. or 4:45 actually. I started that on February 1st. I was already waking up early as of December 2020 and trying to just make that a part of my life, just waking up, doing some exercises and whatnot. And then I read a book called The 5 a.m. Club by Sharma, and I do not recommend that book. You can watch another video I made a long time ago about it. I don't recommend that book just because it was written as a novel and I wasn't expecting it. And only into the last section of that book then do you get like these real actionable plans that you were actually looking for when you picked up the book that said the 5 a.m. Club and you want to be part of the 5 a.m. Club. And ever since I read that book, I've been following his structure of a morning, and I've obviously adjusted it to fit my needs are. And that's one way I've surrounded myself with people as well. People that can help make me better, is surrounding myself with books as well. So as I wrap up 2021 on December 31st, it's been a really good year, and I look forward to another year of making YouTube videos. Here we go, January 1st. I got another chance to make good start. I can start making videos on the very first day of the year, starting tomorrow. So love you guys. Thank you guys very much for checking me out and keeping positive and sending me comments and sending me thoughts and giving me calls on the actual phone and chatting me up for about an hour a couple of days ago. I appreciate you, brother. And to a better year, to a new year, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Aloha, take care, love you guys, and remember, self-discipline is the name of the game. Every single day, just makes one small improvement every single day. If you do that, if you increase yourself, Atomic Habits, the best book of the year for myself. I've read that thing twice already, and I religiously go back to it just because there's so many good thoughts, and it's such a short and dense book, but yeah, a lot of those things really changed my life. And second favorite book of the year would be Storyworthy by Matthew Dix. and learning how to tell better stories and change your life through the power of storytelling and looking at life with a different lens and becoming more grateful for things around you. Okay, I'm rambling again. Love you guys. I'll catch you guys later. Aloha. Take care. See you tomorrow. 2022.